Hi everyone, I hope you've been able to master single crochet and double crochet, because today I'm going to show you how to make wrist warmers. And these, I said in my previous video that we were going to be doing them in double crochet, but we are not, we're doing it in single crochet. So hopefully you've mastered that one, and if you haven't, just have a look at my previous video and catch up on it, and you'll be able to do this project. It's very easy. You can do it in whichever colors you like. I've done it in pink and white, and I've done it very short. You can make it as long as you like, and you can make it as short as you like. It will fit on your hand like this. There's a place for your thumb. And as I said, you can make this really long, you can make this longer, you can do whatever you want to with it. I'm just going to show you the basics of it, and then you'll be on your way. So let's get started. Alright, well, these are the wrist warmers that we will be making, and as I said before, I've chosen pink and white. You may choose whichever colors you prefer. You can go in the black and white, you can go in whichever colors you like. I'm using the Red Heart Super Saver, and this is a number 4 worsted weight, and I'm using a size 5.5 hook. I've got it in the white, and I'm using the pink, and as I say, you can use whichever ones you want. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so here we have the very foundation chain that I've made. In the information box below you'll see the pattern that I've written out for you. I'm going to follow it so that you can get the hang of following the pattern while we're doing it. So I've said there chain 32 plus 1 to turn. So you have to have 32 chain, you count them as you go, and just do 1 extra so that when you turn you don't have to go into this chain here, because that just, it's very awkward. It's actually not right. You're going to go out of it. So just do 1 extra, and then you won't single crochet into that chain. You're going to go into this very next one over here, and that'll keep your stitches at 32. So like I say, add on 1, don't go into there, you're going to go into this very next loop over here, and you're going to do 1 row across of 32 stitches, and they're going to be single crochet. So that is 1, and you're going to go into this top loop, and you're going to do 2, and you're going to just do this whole row across, which will give you your stitches. And as I say, you count them like this: 1, 2, 3. So there's your 1, 2, 3. Now go across until you've done 32. So here we have completed 1 row of single crochet on the chain. I have 32 single crochet. If you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way across, you're going to have 32. Now we're going to join this so that we're working as a tube. I join it on a single crochet after doing 1 row of single crochet, simply because I prefer it. It seems to line up better. There are different ways, and in this video I'm only going to show you how to do this pattern. I'm not going to show you the different ways. That we'll bring in a different video. Okay, so just turn it around so that you have the wrong side facing you, and keep your yarn this side. So you're keeping your yarn over there, wrong side facing you, and just bring this around so that you can join it, so you have the 2 right sides facing you. Okay, so you've got it, you turned your work around, you've got your wrong side facing you, your yarn is this side of the work, and you're going to simply bring this up, and you're going to join it. You're going to go into the very first stitch, and I'm joining it with a single crochet. Now you've joined your work together. You'll see that you've got, it doesn't line up here, but with this extra little piece of thread you're going to sew that together, and you'll have a perfect join. So don't worry about that being like that. You're going to join it with this thread. So now we've done 1 single crochet, and that will be considered your first stitch. So don't forget to count that stitch. And then, as I say, you're going in my pattern in the information box below, you're going to go across, you've joined your work, and now you're going to go across and do 32 single crochet. Remember, that is number 1. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to go all the way around. Alright, I've completed 1 row of single crochet, so I've gone all the way around. I have 32 stitches, And the next stitch that you go into, this is the last one that you went into, that was number 32. So this is going to be the next one. It looks like the join, but that's going to be the next stitch that you go into. I like to show you really detailed because it is, at times it's hard to know, okay, now which stitch do I go into? But that will be the next stitch that you're going into, and that's going to be number 1 again, because you finished with 32. So that's going to be number 1. And you're just going to do another row of single crochet, number 1, number 2, and go all the way around until you get to this stitch, which would be number 32, because I've just done 2. So this stitch is going to be number 32, and then you will start again in that stitch, and that's going to be number 1. So you're going to go all the way around. You can do as many rows as you like. As you know, I only did a few rows over there, but you can do as many as you like, as long as you want it. Alright, now I've completed my last row of the single crochet that I'm wanting to do. So however long you want yours, this is how short mine is going to be. Now you're going to introduce your new color. Whichever color you chose, you're going to bring that in. Now the best way to do this is, I find, is to put these two together and hold it in my left hand. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to start working with this one. I go into, like you were doing with the rest of your single crochet, you're going to go into that first one, and that's going to be number 1. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to just pick this one up, and I'm going to do a single crochet again. And now you've introduced your new color. There are different ways to introduce it, but for this pattern, this is the way I'm doing it. So let me show you one more time. Take this yarn and hold it in your left, and then the end part of it, hold it with this old color, and just hold it. I mean, I flip it around because it's easier for me, but you can just hold it however. Go into the very first stitch over here, bring it up, and you're going to do 1 single crochet. Tighten that a little bit. Now you can let it go. You actually don't need to hold it anymore. It's just initially. That's number 1. You did 1 single crochet, and if you look in the information box, after 1 single crochet you're going to do 1 chain. You're going to do 1 plain chain. You're going to miss this next chain here, and you're going to go into the second one in a single crochet. Single crochet, chain 1, and then you're going to skip the next chain and go into the next one. Single crochet, chain 1, miss the next one, go into that one. Single crochet, chain 1, and don't forget to chain your 1 afterwards. You can forget. I tend to forget at times, but just remember, skip this one, go into the next one, chain 1, and you're going to go all the way around. Skip that one, chain 1. You will be keeping the same amount of stitches, because as you see, you're skipping 1, but you're adding 1 on here. So you've added a chain, you skip that one, so your stitches stay the same. So you're not going to be decreasing on your wrist warmer, which is a danger when you're skipping stitches. You have to make up for that stitch somewhere. So we're making up for it by chaining 1 over there. Alright, now I've come across and I've gone all the way around. Be very careful that you do miss 1 stitch in between. You know, you've got to keep, it's just initially to get this pattern started that you want to be very careful. You should end up with 2 pink chain left. You should have 2 left there, and if you count your single crochets you should have 16. So let's make sure that I did it right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So I did do it correctly. I counted it correctly. Now we're going to change colors. So I'm going to put my white color back to that side, and I'm going to pick up my pink one. Let's just toss this through there so it's not in my way. So you're going to have 2 chain left there, and you're going to, and you do end with a chain. So make sure that you've done your single crochet and finish with 1 chain over there. As I say, to keep this out the way, I just hold it for the first stitch. I hold it with my left hand. Now you're going to go into this stitch over here. So you're still doing the same thing. You missed that chain, and you're going into the second one, and you're going to do 1 single crochet. So you're doing the same thing. Now I don't have to hold that anymore. So now I'm going to chain 1. Now you're going to, as you see, you will be missing, that's where you've gone in, you miss that one, and you go into the next. This is not hard. Just look, I go before this little thread that's in the middle. put it in here, single crochet, chain 1, and you'd see you miss that one, and then you go into this one, but I'm just going in here into this space. I'm not separating those two, I'm simply going into this space. So you do a single crochet, chain 1, go into that space, single crochet, chain 1, into that space. It's the same concept, like I said, you're missing that one and going into there, but just go into that space, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. You're going to go all the way around. All right, that's number 16, which we've been going around. That was 6. We did 16 of these. So now we're going to be going into this one, which makes number 17. So you're going to go in, you're going to skip one. There you did this one, you skip one, and you're going to go into here. This is just to get you started with the join. So that now gave us 17. Now that is going to be the amount of single crochets all the way that you're going to be doing. And remember to finish with the chain 1. So you're going to be doing 17 from now on. Just the beginning had 16. It's not a perfect, these don't line up perfectly. It's just the way the pattern is. You can't have it lining up because you're going in rounds. So, but it's not noticeable, and it's actually quite fun looking. So from now you shouldn't have any problem because you've joined them correctly. Now you're going to take your white, and I'm just going to start you on this row, but you should be good all the way up to the thumb hole from now. So now I'm going to take my white and I'm going to do a single crochet in this one. That's the very first pink one. Single crochet, chain 1. And as I say, I stay to the right of this little piece of yarn that's in the middle. I just stay right over here. I don't go there, I stay in this side. So we did 1, 2, 3, and a good way to make sure that you're doing this correctly is they have to line up. Your whites have to line up and your pinks will be lining up, and then you know that you've got it right. If you start seeing a pink or these going squirrely, you know you've gone wrong somewhere. Just pull it out. The best thing is there just to pull it out. So now we're going to go in there. See, all of mine are lining up, and that's what you want. In there, single crochet, chain 1. That's all that you're going to do the whole way around. So now you're going to go all the way around, and you're going to come back to this side, and I'll show you one more time how we connect this, and then okay, so now this is number 16, and remember we said that we have gone on to 17 single crochets. So I'm going to put it in right over here. This one there is no little yarn in the middle, so just go over here as long as it's lining up with that one, and there you've got number 17. Now you're going to change your colors, and you're going to just keep, sorry, I mean to do one chain over there. Don't forget to do your chain. Okay, and now I'll scoot that over. Now we're going to go back with the pink. See, and it's lining up with that one. Now we do single crochet, chain. Just pull on your yarn over here, and that will tighten it. And now you're going to, that's all you do. So from now on, that's all you're going to be doing, going in there and going all the way around. Now I'm going to show you how to do the thumb hole. So keep going as long as you want it to be, and when you get to where your thumb hole is right over here, so when you get to this point here, that's where you're going to do your thumb hole, and I'll show you how to do it. We've come all the way around, and you've made this as long as you want it to be. Now I'm going to show you how to do the thumb hole. This is the last single crochet, number 17, and you would have started with your new color and gone into this one for number 1. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use the other color, and we're going to make 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good number for the thumb hole. And then you're going to skip 3 of these single crochets. 1, 2, 3, or 6 chain. And you're going to go into this one over here. You can kind of see it's much the same length. Sorry, so you're going to skip these 2, and you're going to go into the third one. And you're going to just do exactly what you've been doing. Single crochet, chain 1 all the way around. Single crochet, chain 1. Single crochet, chain 1. So we've gone all the way around. You've come back to where you started your chain, and now you're going to join and line up your other single crochets on this chain. So if I had to skip one, I would have to go into my chain over here, but I don't want to do that because it's not going to line up very well. As you see, because of the chain, my lining up is going to be off. So I'm going to start with my new color and just go into this first chain. I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a single crochet, and it's a better line up over there. It lines up better. Now I'm going to skip 2 chain and I'm going to do another single crochet over here. Sorry, don't forget your chain 1. See, I have to remind myself. You're going to skip 2 and go in over here, which is basically above this one. Do a single crochet, chain 1. Once again, you're going to line it up here and you're going to go in over here. That's a good place. Single crochet, chain 1. And then all the rest is the same. You go in there, single crochet, chain 1, go all the way around, single crochet, chain 1. You're going to go all the way around until you come back to this spot, and I'll show you that. Alright, so we've gone all the way around with single crochets and we've come back to this row where we did our thumb. I'm just going to show you once again. You're going to come in over here, make sure it lines up, single crochet, and then you're going to do chain 1, and you're going to go in over here to line this one up over there. So you're going to do your single crochet, chain 1, just pull your yarn, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all the way around. And you should still be lining up. Always make sure that your single crochets are lining up. That one's lining up and that one is lining up. Now when you're coming to right to the end and you've finished with your single crochets and you've decided that's as long as you want, this is the way that you come back to where your thumb hole is. And now this is very simple. You're going to slip stitch to finish it. You go into the next chain, you just bring your yarn through. You actually just do a single crochet and flip it through and you're finished. Then you just have to sew this in. You can take it to the back part of your work and sew it in, and you have just completed your wrist warmer. And I hope that it went well for you and that it's turned out well. In the next, well, not in the next one, in one of the other tutorials, I'm going to show you how to do different edgings. You can put a little flower in a different color on here, do different edgings here. There's a lot that you can do, but for this video I just wanted to show you the basics of doing the wrist warmer. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you for joining me. Bye.